All right, everybody, let's try to make this easy. Let's see how the ABCs connect in CBT. All right, what are we talking about when we're talking about the ABCs in CBT? So, A stands for antecedents, B stands for behaviors, and C stands for consequences. The point is to see that your feelings, your thoughts, and your behaviors, they're all connected. There's a before and there's an after. There's a cause and there's an effect. Again, situations can drive thoughts, which will drive feelings, which will drive behaviors. You can start with behaviors that drive thoughts, that drive feelings. I mean, these can feed into each other. So this is supposed to be an exercise that helps you get used to thinking in terms of the CBT model. So take a piece of paper and fold it into four columns and label them the way that you see with the columns here in front of you. On the left, you start with antecedents, and then you label behaviors, and then you label short term consequences, and then you label long term consequences. So think broadly about how to fill these columns in. So things that can go into the columns, they can be actions, emotions, sensations of the body, thoughts, situations, which can be broken up into locations, times, workplace, etc. Personal relationships, all these things can um, uh, meet criteria to fit into each column. So what we say is to start with the behavior column, since that's the target, and think about what happened before and after that behavior. So, for example, this has happened a number of times in my life. My behavior is I impulsively bought a Snickers bar at the drugstore. Now, what was going on? Well, I oftentimes I'll go to the drugstore because my child is sick and I have to go buy some medicine to help my child feel better. I'm stressed out. And when I'm stressed out, gosh, a Snickers bar really would hit the spot and help me feel better. So, what was the short term consequence of buying that? Well, I ate a Snickers bar. And man, it was sugary and just, it was good and helped me feel better in the short term. In the long term, though, um, I wonder why I even did that. Gosh, I didn't need to eat the whole bar, and I didn't need to eat the bar at all. I could have just gone and not eaten the Snicker bar, and I would have been fine. And I kind of have loathing thoughts about myself. I have regrets, um, but this is an example of antecedents, behaviors, and consequences. Um, And then another note to make about the consequences, sometimes when the consequence is positively reinforcing, so the Snickers bar, it did make me feel good in the short term, that potentially can reinforce the behavior of doing it again. Now, in the long term, I regret doing it, so hopefully I won't do it again. But you know, it's not clear whether the short term or the long term is going to win it out.